Today we're going to be talking about Tama Tonga, who just left New Japan Pro Wrestling, and the rumor this week is that he signed with WWE, and is he going to join the Good Brothers and Finn Balor coming up after WrestleMania? We're going to be talking about that and much more on the Chokeslam Wrestling Report. Let's get this.
Is the moment we've all been waiting for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome to another episode of the Chokeslam Wrestling Report. I am your host, the infamous Ultimate One. And we are here today to talk about Tama Tonga. Now, Tama Tonga, who has been with New Japan for 14 years, the son of Haku, the brother of Tonga Loa, part of the Gorillas of Destiny, former member of the Bullet Club. Actually, he is one of the founding fathers of Bullet Club, is now leaving New Japan after 14 years. And the rumors, and I guess Fightful Select pretty much confirmed it, Tama Tonga has signed with WWE. Now, it was not, let's say, surprising for me to come that I saw that Tama Tonga actually signed with WWE, because, the fact that AEW already has grabbed Okada, has grabbed Ospreay, has grabbed Jay White and whatnot. They got in almost all the good talents from New Japan. I guess for Tama Tonga, he felt, well, you know what? That's a big pond with a lot of fishes in there. When am I going to be in the spotlight? Now, Tama Tonga, in my opinion, has always been better as a tag team. His run as a single wrestler in the last couple of years in New Japan, to me, he gave some good matches. I just felt that his title reigns with the never open weight title were never great. I know he lost, I forgot who he beat the first time for the never open weight title, and won that title. But then Evil, I think it was Evil or somebody, took the belt. Actually, no, it was David Finlay who took the belt away from him, kind of took him out. He came back, beat Finlay for the never open weight title, only to lose it 18 days later to Shingo Takagi at New Japan Strong Show in October, I believe it was. And then he ended up winning the belt back at Wrestle Kingdom this year, only to lose it again within 19 days. His singles run with that title was not great at all. Now, we could talk about his New Japan Pro Wrestling Tag Team accomplishments with him and his brother Tonga Loa. They won the IWGP Tag Team Champions 7 times. So him and his brother was one of the great tag teams in the history of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now, a lot of the WWE fans don't know much about Tama Tonga, and I don't want to hear that they do, because they don't. Because when it comes to New Japan wrestlers or any Japanese wrestlers, WWE fan base don't care about any of these wrestlers that come from Japan unless they hear that AEW is interested in bringing them in. Okay. And it's a known fact. It's the same thing when Will Ospreay was out there as a free agent, was about to be a free agent, and they were like, oh, we would love to have Will Ospreay and Seth Rollins versus Will Ospreay. They were people talking about, oh, Will Ospreay is not all that. That goes to show you that most of these people who go and they pretty much criticize these wrestlers that come from Japan tells you that they don't watch their matches. They don't have access to their matches. They just go to YouTube, see little clips here and there. they don't have access to the matches. So it's the same thing with Nakamura. I'll give you a good example. Nakamura right now, he's been with WWE, I believe, for almost 7 years. The only thing that he ever come close to being probably good at was the Intercontinental belt. I think he won that twice, and the tag team belts. Other than that, he has not done anything. He has not even sniffed the world title that close. Now, does it matter because Nakamura already is up there in age? But Nakamura should have gone at least a WWE title run. Okay. And when I heard that Tama Tonga was going to WWE, it hurt my heart bad. Now, it's not me saying that WWE sucks or I hate WWE before anybody starts talking crap, because this is the label that everybody gives me. There's a reason why I say it hurt me, because I already know how WWE is. Okay. I already know that, you know, that they're going to try to either bring him in, and he'll probably be in NXT, where NXT is not the place to bring a guy with that much talent, with all those credentials, 7-time IWGP champion, tag team champion, even though WWE does not give a rat's ass about any of that when it comes to bringing wrestlers in. I mean, as of when Big Man was there, I don't know if Triple H does, because the one thing I've been noticing when it comes to WWE, the word pro wrestling is being used again in WWE programming. When back in the days when McMahon was in charge, it was being called sports entertainment. So The Rock this week, he said, oh, pro wrestling is cool again, which tells you that they're not using that sports entertainment word anymore. It's now pro wrestling. So where Tama Tonga coming in now, my question is, the biggest question is he going to join the Good Brothers and Finn Balor? Now, remember, the original members of Bullet Club was Balak Fale, Finn Balor, who was known as Prince Devitt, Karl Anderson. Those were the 4 guys, and Tama Tonga. Those were the main 4 guys. Luke Gallows came afterwards when they were building the Bullet Club. He came in a couple of months after, when AJ came in. I think, but the Balor left. Or I think he probably was with them. I'm not sure, but they are still the original members of Bullet Club. Now, people are over here talking about going crazy, like, oh, they're gonna put the Bullet Club back. Bullet Club is gonna be in WWE. First of all, let's get something clear here. WWE cannot use Bullet Club, because Bullet Club belongs to New Japan. That's a trademark for New Japan. Now, you're probably going to say, well, AEW uses it. Well, guess what? AEW works with New Japan. And the fact that they have that Bullet Club go with Jay White, and to be honest, I'm freaking pissed with this, the Bang Bang Six Gang, which is the fucking worst fucking group that ever put together. I don't know who came up with the stupidity and whatnot, was just fucking just not doing anything for Jay White right now. Giving him the Ring of Honor 6-man tag belts that don't really mean nothing, because, I mean, Ring of Honor doesn't even have a TV a channel or anything, okay? And you teaming them up with another comedic fucking tag team, 6-man tag team of the Acclaim. I'm not a big fan of the Acclaim. I am not. So what happens to Bullet Club Gold in there? So now you think WWE doesn't see that? They're going to run with this now. Now, Tama Tonga may appear maybe the night after WrestleMania. I don't see him coming on WrestleMania. I don't see him doing none of that. And in case you guys want to start spreading rumors, Tama Tonga got tired of New Japan, and, we want to go to the big spotlight, whatever. I mean, yes, you want to go to the big spotlight. And he is the son of Haku, who wrestled for WWE back in the 80s and 90s and whatnot. But in reality, if you think about it, the only reason he left New Japan was because he wanted to be close to his family. He got young children. Okay. He lives in the Orlando, Florida area. Okay. And he figured his father used to wrestle, in Japan and in Puerto Rico and WWE and all that. And he says he remembers how his mother was the one who raised him and his brothers, because the father was traveling. He doesn't want to do the same thing. So that's why he's coming to the States and stay in the States and whatnot. He may be traveling, but he'll be in the States. You know what I'm saying? So Tama Tonga, you know, coming in as a, as a member of the WWE roster, it's going to be very interesting because I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, he's going to be part of the other club, the OCs. There's no more OCs. AJ Styles is no longer affiliated with Mia Yim and the Good Brothers. He went to his path. I don't even know why the fuck is Mia Yim part of the OCs. She's never been Bullet Club. They brought her in there, I don't know for what, because they had nothing for her to do. Okay? Mia Yim has been a waste of time. She came back to WWE to do what? Same thing could be said by Naomi right now. Naomi was part of the Elimination Chamber, and she was in the Elimination Chamber trying to get a title shot. This week, supposedly, I think in SmackDown, she supposedly got pinned in 3 minutes. Who came up with this? This is the way WWE is paying her back for leaving in the first place. I keep saying this. People don't understand that. Oh, that's not true. WWE is not punishing. Why is the woman in the middle of a main event, part of the Royal Rumble, was like #1? I think she came out and to a great respawn, and everybody was happy. And all of a sudden, now she's getting pinned in 3-minute matches. Somebody explain that one to me, okay? Because this is the stuff that Tama Tonga going to be walking into. If WWE doesn't like something, or they're not too fond of him, he's going to be lost in the shuffle. So sometimes this is what I'm saying. Tama Tonga right now, if you're not putting him either in the bloodline, even though Lance 09, which is the brother of Roman Reigns, mentioned that, Tama Tonga, is considered Tama Tonga's family and whatnot. This came out in Fightful Select. Lance 09 comments on Tama Tonga's status as an 09's family. He says the 09 family is one of the most impressive group in wrestling, as it includes Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Jay Uso, The Rock, Solo Sikoa, and several others. On WWE program, the group is known as Bloodline. Well, we know that already. And Reigns has reigned supreme since 2020. The stable has evolved over the year as Solo Sikoa joined the 2022. On February 27th, 5 Select confirmed Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer report that Tama Tonga is headed to WWE. Tonga is not a member of the 09 by blood, but he has strong ties to Haku and by extension, The Rock. So fans are speculating that he could join the bloodline. Speaking with Steve Ford of Wrestling News Co., Lance 09, the nephew of Alpha 09 Jr., was asked about Tama Tonga potentially signing with WWE. Ford noted that Tonga was not a member of the family by blood, but he was an adopted son of Haku, and The Rock calls Haku his uncle. He questioned whether they consider Tonga a member of the family. He said, not by blood. We consider him. We consider him. Every time I see Haku, he's my uncle. A lot of respect for. I believe he's just more like the island culture. We're all from the South Pacific, so the islanders just stick together. It's just one breed, but yet always. I seen Tama Tonga growing up. I hung out with him while I was out in Japan. Whenever our schedules bless us to meet up and have dinner, there's always love there. I don't know if it's true or not. I know I've been reading in the internet that Tama Tonga has signed. If he did, good for him, because I think it's well deserved and at about time. And again, Haku has been around, and and again, that's nothing new. Tama Tonga was adopted by Haku, and I think his brother too, his other two brothers. And you know what? They all there. I mean, I can see Tama Tonga probably joining the bloodline, and again, the way that things are going with this story with Cody, I could see The Rock taking over as head of the table and probably costing Roman Reigns his title, which then they will turn and probably Jay Uso or Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa, and The Rock turn on Roman Reigns, and probably Tama Tonga will come in and join. I mean, anything is possible because that story is just crazy. Right now, they're flirting with the fact that they may have a tag team match on night 1 with Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes teaming up together against The Rock and Roman Reigns, and we will find out next week in Dallas and SmackDown. But where does Tama Tonga fit again, where does he fit in the WWE roster? If he joins Gallows and Anderson, you know, and Finn Balor might get kicked out of Judgment Day. And if that happens, we may see the reunion of the original Bullet Club getting together, and that's going to be a problem. And then they're not going to be calling themselves Bullet Club; they're going to be calling themselves Balor Club. Guys, a lot of people forgot about that. The Balor Club. Balor Club was a version of Bullet Club when Anderson and Gallows joined WWE. I think it was in 2018 or 2019. And you know, and again, you got AJ Styles, who may turn around and probably join them and be the big Balor Club instead of the OCs and whatnot. It's, you know, it'll be crazy. So we gotta see. So we may have another faction in WWE, and we could have the Balor Club join together to fight Judgment Day. Because I mean, who's gonna cover the Judgment Day? But I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it. It could be possible. Because right now it looks like Judgment Day's Damian Priest about to cash in his Money in the Bank for the Intercontinental belt, which to me, like I said, they're just ruining the Money in the Bank briefcase if they're doing that with Damian Priest. And Damian Priest versus Gunter, that's going to be, I'll pay for that. I'll pay to see that. But I don't know. But the Tama Tonga issue, we got to see what's going on. So we'll keep an eye on it. Real quick, I just want to talk about that tonight is Revolution. Tonight is the last match of Sting. And to answer the question from last week, was Ric Flair going to turn on Sting? Apparently, we saw Wednesday that did not happen. He pretty much set up the Young Bucks only for him to get low blow, and then Sting do his last descent from the rafters and whatnot. And people, I mean, I think he should have gotten a better reception when he was coming down. People were just like, I guess they were shocked that he did that. Also, people were talking crap about, oh, why did this thing do that? You know, Owen Hart. First of all, Tony Khan had permission from Martha Hart to do that. He went to her first to get permission. But you got these clowns on, you know, on Facebook, Twitter, and all social media already to jump on the gun. And it's funny because I this week, people got nothing better to do but constantly attack AEW. When your motherfuckers are going to give up on this shit? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's funny how, you know, people love criticizing AEW, but this whole fucking bullshit with the main event and WrestleMania has been a fucking mess for the last month and a half, and nobody's talking shit about that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not here to, you know, be an AEW lover and shit, but you know, the fucking, it's ridiculous. Y'all got nothing nice to say. If you don't like the program, this is what I understand. If you don't like AEW, why the fuck are you watching it? Why are you watching it? If you don't like the AEW, it makes no sense. You don't like it, don't watch it. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? You watch it because you ain't got nothing better to do, but you just want to criticize. And that labels you as a hater. A hater. Because WWE right now is not, it's you know, they got these matches setups and all that, but let's be realistic. You know what I'm saying? Why it took that long for The Rock to explain what was said to Cody? It's been a month already. Okay? And now they want to fix it. But it didn't come out from Cody, it came from The Rock. You know what I'm saying? Which The Rock's promos are fucking great, but how come people don't criticize about that? It's ridiculous. You know? People just like always got something to say about AEW or this Wednesday. You know, they had a problem because, you know, Hangman Page is playing the you know, that he was hurt, whatever. Listen, Tony Khan played the fucking wrestling fans. That's what he did. He did a work on them because all week they were talking about, he even did a work on me. He worked me because I said, wow, so Hangman Page is not showing up at the event because he's, you know, he has personal issues. That was the word in dirt sheets everywhere that Hangman Page was going to play it off that he had an ankle injury because he had personal issues to take care of. And it turned out it was a lie. He played us. And people got mad because why? The wrestling fans wants to know everything ahead of time for then to criticize it. It's just nonsense. It's just bullshit. It's just nonsense. It's just like, y'all don't stop. Y'all don't stop. It's just like toxic like a motherfucker, boy. Toxic. You know what I'm saying? They got nothing to say. Always complaining like little bitches. There is no other words to use. Bitching and complaining about shit. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. Simple as that. Simple as that. And again, I'm going to say whatever the hell I want in my platform because I could do that. And regardless if people don't like me, regardless if somebody wanted to work with me and do what, listen, please. I'm going to just say please. Because most of you team up together because you got the same mindset, same thinking pattern. Y'all, you know, especially when it comes to WWE, all these podcasters with this cover with WWE, you all got the same mindset. You know what I'm saying? But they want to criticize AEW, New Japan, TNA. Y'all criticize like WWE is the shit. No, it's not. Because WWE has the bullshit. Like I said, you know, I hope you're enjoying all this because the day is coming when subpoenas are going to be issued. Okay? And we'll see if Triple H is going to be around from here to the end of the year. We'll see. Even though The Rock right now is the one on the board directly, then maybe he has his main guy, his writer. But let's be realistic. That promo he did, that you know, that was not WWE, that was not Triple H, that was his writer. So, anyway, that is it for me today. Again, tonight is Sting's last match. And Sting's last match, I mean, I'm going to miss that guy. That guy I've been watching since 1986 when him and the Ultimate Warrior were the Blade Runners. Okay? Rock and Flash. That was the name of the group, the Blade Runners. And UWF on Mid-South Wrestling for Bill Watts. And here we are. This is 86. And here we are almost 40 years later watching the man named Sting about to have his last wrestling match and the way for him to go. Something that WWE wasn't able to do or they didn't care to do. Okay? And they just wanted to put him in their Hall of Fame or Hall of Shame, I call that, for nothing and whatnot. He didn't do anything. He lost to Triple H in the fucking WrestleMania to make DX better than NWO. There was always a purpose. Sting never wanted to go there, but he did because he figured, you know, maybe they'll do something. But he didn't even get to work with The Undertaker. So they wasted his time. And tonight, he gets to walk out and whatnot, enjoy his last match. And it's going to be perfect. And again, Kevin Nash wanted to go see his last match. WWE will not allow it. That goes to show you what WWE is all about. They won't allow it. So anyway, that is it for me today, guys. Thank you for supporting the podcast. Again, guys, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, the Chokeslam Wrestling Report. Also, check out my YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Hit that that thumbs up. That will help the channel very greatly. And I thank you for all the support. Again, guys, thank you for everything. And we will see each other next week with more new wrestling news and my feedbacks and whatnot. And until then, have a great day.